I swear Natty likes the bumper cars of beer. It's like you get to the plateau and you just can't get there and then you're back. Like, that's Natty Light right there. Good morning, everybody. So today we decided to do something different. We're gonna spend a few minutes. Are you making fun of me?
No.
We're gonna take a few minutes and we're gonna read some of the fun, weird, and even mean comments of like what we get on this channel and try to make it a little cheeky funny.
All right.
So we're gonna start. I'm gonna let Samantha read the comments, and I'm gonna let her say whatever, because I don't think she's read any of these. And even though she stalks my comment feed, sometimes, like, honestly, truthfully, I get a glass of wine and I just whack trolls because it's just fun entertainment and it keeps it interesting. But you know, to think about this, we do get some really great comments that make all this worthwhile and why we keep doing it, because this is really kind of just for fun, even though, you know, it's grown into way more than I ever thought it would be. All right, Samantha, you can start.
An attractive wife in a bikini, and he looks like the guy arrested in trench coat spanking his monkey. She must be a rental or his sister.
We're good, streaky! Yes!
First of all, I'm not Jack's wife.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, well.
Everyone give him a hard time.
You bashed me in the comment section over that one.
Yeah, bash him. Oh, but Jack is unique.
I try to just be myself, you
Down
know?
to earth.
She can wear the little bikini, and Jack Mo over here's got to protect the skin, fans. I'd have skin cancer 5 years ago if I wouldn't have like bundled up from the floor. She's out there once every week or so.
Have you trimmed that hedge yet? What is this referring to?
So remember the WD-40 video, and like our hedge was like all over the place.
That big bush next to the garage.
Yeah, this wasn't any innuendo or whatever it's called, but it was really like, I'm amazed at what people can pick out of the background on these videos, like whether there's a squirrel or two people fighting or what. There's always the most random stuff getting picked out.
Yeah, that hedge was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it would grow like every week, and Jack Mo was out there cutting it.
Or not cutting it, which is why it was big. But we have since moved, so I'm a little frightened to see what my hedge looks like.
Yeah, hashtag grinners.
All right, next one. Online, not offline. God, this guy is irritatingly uneducated. What was this?
So this is when I was talking about when we bought our old hot tub, our blow-up hot tub, and I said online instead of offline. I've never really understood, like, what's the big deal about that. I don't know, I thought it was funny. It's sometimes when my mouth just gets running, stuff comes out of it, and it gets backwards. I got a stuttering issue, everybody.
Aw, no you don't. Your brain just works faster than
Just works faster, and my mouth wants it to come out. But
it's part of his charm.
I thought it meant the same, really. So maybe I'm uneducated. I don't know.
You're not in it.
But I've actually gotten that one on that same video like 5 or 6 times. I would have never caught that.
You might want some training wheels for the bar hopping. We were probably doing a pub crawl.
Yeah, that was the one where we did the bicycle pub crawl around Pensacola Beach.
Oh, because training wheels, because we fall. And...
Yeah, you know, hey, true story, I think Pensacola is one of the most drinkingest small towns in America. I think that was actually in a magazine or like one of those big, you know, magazine pages.
Drinkingest.
Most drinkingest, yeah.
Drinkingest isn't a word.
It's not a word.
The most drunken?
Most drunken? We're starting to see a little reason why I mix these things up. It's
fun. Pensacola's growing.
There's all kinds of places. There's like, what, 3 or 4 new breweries down here?
Yeah,
so pub hopping on
recently.
bicycles is a real thing. Hashtag no DUI. Well, you can, but you know what I mean. 1
each. You must be military. I get blank looks every time I say that at work. What's 1 each?
So in the military, when you go 1 each tie, when you read a hand receipt, it'll say 1 each, and then whatever you're looking at, like 1 Humvee or 1 each, you know, pin or 1. So you said 1 each tie. It's just like military lingo. And those of you veterans out there, you know what I mean. Nobody ever knows what you're talking about when you make your jokes, and you think it's hilarious, but they don't.
So it's kind of like when we write 1 and then X, like 1 times whatever, 2 times,
And it just says 1 each. I thought it was funny. Yeah, somebody got it. Somebody got it. Here we go. Moving right along.
I think this is like the most frequent mean comment Jack gets. Too much talking.
Guilty. I've gotten to where it's a compliment to me when they say it, like they're trying to be mean, but I'm over here like, thanks, guy. I mean, they get the name's Jack.Motley. Everybody always thinks that Jack.Motley is kayak fishing or short for yak fishing. It's not. It's called yak, as in pockety, and it also goes with kayak. And when I went through 5 pages of names trying to get one for this channel, that one stuck. So it goes.
It's one of his more charming characteristics.
Even our friends say the same thing.
That's right. Jack is who he is on camera. That is who he is off camera.
Social person.
Yeah. You just have to, you know, take every other word sometimes. You'll still get the story. You'll catch in like 10 minutes later and be like, oh yeah, and get the hook in.
That's why she doesn't keep up with half what I'm saying. She's over there on her phone or she's dazed out. I'll be like, Earth to Samantha.
We need more Sam Cam. I haven't really tried hard lately.
She's really pretty like an introvert.
Yeah.
She reads lots of vampire novels, and she would rather stay at home, and she's just not a social creature. I've been trying to get her to turn the camera on more on her phone because I think Sam Cam's funny. Right. But she doesn't like to be on camera half the time. It's like I'm just following her around waiting for her to say something cheeky.
I know. I'm not a quick-witted, humorous person. I try. We haven't filmed much lately. Samantha sounds like a bitch. Well, sometimes.
Some of us guys are that way.
I wonder what video this was from.
That was from, so like I always say, well, Samantha says I have to, like with the cooler or whatever, and that's where this one came from. The guy was like, well, that's Samantha girl needs to, and I was like, well, you know, she's probably right. I shouldn't put some nasty fish in the cooler we're drinking beers out of, but that's just freedom, okay?
I think what this boils down to really is that Jack is a storyteller. So any story he tells you, it is 10% exaggerated. It doesn't ever change the story, but when he says Samantha won't let me put fish in the cooler, that's a little exaggerated. It is his cooler, but I don't want to drink fish beer.
It's not a good story unless you add a little to it. Nobody wants to hear about a hot pair of shoes. They want to hear the shoes are on fire. And that's just how that always goes down.
Any story that has to do with me on camera is probably not 100% true. $1,000 plus grill and you're worried about the price of ice. Jack is really frugal. I don't know if you guys know this. If you know him in real life, you will know that he will try anything to save money.
It's sometimes just the fact of the matter.
But Jack hates buying water, which includes buying ice.
Yeah, there's like 2 things I will not spend money on, and that is ice and water. Because ice melts literally like lighting money on fire, but in reverse.
Yeah, and okay. I have a water subscription, so I pay for my water.
Yeah.
Because I'm a water weirdo. And that girl was a gift.
It was $600 with all the fun stuff on it. Like, so we paid very little for it.
It was a Christmas present. We didn't, you know, put our hard-working money into that girl, but we do buy nice things if we know we're going to use them all the time. But yeah,
that's one thing we use a lot, that grill. And then, so sometimes we get weird ones like this and they don't make any sense. And I think they're robots, but like this one, read this one, Samantha.
So it says, why no one seems to notice the dead buried Indians you walk over every day?
And you just scratch your head like, what are they talking about? And Leatherneck smoked this one, like seriously? You know, it's like, these are the comments that like, I grab a glass of wine, I go through and I'm just like, really? Like, what are you talking about? Like, like I get it what he's referring to, but this was a video about like Navy Point. And I just like, you just scratch your head and keep it moving and you'd be like, it's the internet.
That's right. That's a blocker.
Yeah, those ones I've gotten to where I don't block people really anymore unless it's really awful. I just kind of let it linger because like most of the time they don't know what they're talking about anyways, or they just got something crazy to say. And usually people come back in and, you know, troll them back, and that's what kind of makes the comment section fun because it's a free-for-all in the comment section. So here's another one like we usually get. Read it, Samantha.
LOL, just show the videos and STFU.
Like sometimes I'm like, be original if you're gonna troll. You just gotta throw fire in the comment section if you're gonna troll somebody. And like, I get this like every day, but like, that's all they got. I'm waiting for them to like really bring the pain if they're gonna comment or troll me. And there's some that stick. I'm not gonna tell you what they are, but then there's some that are just like, man, that fizzled, and I gotta troll them back. You know, this is like wine glass 3 right here. So when I go to wine glass 4, they get hurtful, but this one was At least throw some smoke, bro.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? If you don't like it, then don't watch.
I don't get it. Like, if you don't like when you see the thumbnail, you know what it's going to be about. And then you watch it, and then you're like, I don't like the video. Like, why did you make this? Why don't you make a fishing video? And I'm like, but it wasn't about fishing, it was about this. And that's the video I wanted to make at that time. And that's what was going on. So I'm not allowed to make videos that are not what that one person that found you on that one video wants to see. Never really understood that one. Just don't watch it. Like, Casey Neistat makes a video on flying an airplane. I'm not in an airplane. I'm not gonna watch one about airplanes. Here's a good one, Samantha. Roll with it.
Samantha says, I can't do this or that, beta.
They're saying I'm like a sub-male, not an alpha.
Let me tell you, Jack bosses me around just as much as I boss him around.
This guy's never been in a relationship, or he hasn't been in one long, because sometimes you just gotta be like, you're right.
Yep.
Famous words, you're right. Can't argue with that.
That's right. And you guys know Jack, he is all over the place. It's like squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. So I have to constantly redirect him, so it might seem like I am bossing him around or telling him what to do, but it's just to focus him. Jack is the alpha though, I think. I'm like 49%.
49.5.
He's 51. I'll give him 1%.
All right, shoot, Samantha.
Cheap coolers and cheap beer, LMAO, gotta love it. I love them Natties. It's actually good beer, saves money. Great video, bro.
Hey, it's so America. It's like red, white, and blue on the cans, and then it's silver, blue, and red, right? Natty, like, it's synonymous beer of the South. Like, it's cheap, it tastes good on a hot day, and you really can't drink too much of it. It's hard to drink too much of it. Like, you get to a point where you just can't go any further with it. It's like the bumper cars of beer. It truly is. I swear Natty likes the bumper cars of beer. It's like you get to the plateau and you just can't get there, and then you're back. Like, that's Natty Light right there.
Yeah.
So it's a drink of redneck America.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're doing something all day and it's cheaper and you want to drink on it all day, you'll feel better than drinking craft beer all day.
Yeah, and you can save up for a fancy cooler that way.
It's true.
Which I never did.
Which he never did. You think he's gonna part with old bread?
Those things were like given to me, or I purchased them to make the video. So.
Yeah. You ever heard the saying, "What the wife don't know won't hurt her"?
That's why I didn't tell her about the fish in the cooler for years. Okay, until she tasted it.
Again, Terry. I'm not Jack's wife.
Second time we've been reminded of that one.
Just in these comments.
All right.
Aw, worst channel on YouTube. Boo.
At least I got the #1 category in something.
Whatever. I say block him.
Yeah, some of these I just kind of block, or I leave them and let them kind of simmer.
That's right.
Or, no, this is what I do with them. I've got a Troll Thumper page on Facebook. If you just go to Troll Thumper, I think you can find it. And I take all these comments and I throw them over there and I let everybody on Facebook just like bash them. Like, I don't think they ever find them on YouTube. They just go on Facebook and it makes good combos. Sometimes it's funny. I get some really, really awful ones, and that's where I put them. But, you know, in these out, we get some really good comments for some really great people like this one, and some of these, I'll just put them around. And they make it totally worth doing, and we appreciate everybody that watches. Samantha reads to them at night sometime as she's thumbing through, and she does read them. We read them a lot. Even though my ego hurts sometimes going through these.
Sometimes.
But we wanted to make this video, kind of show y'all what we see and go through. And some of these, we have actually toned down a lot of the crazy ones we got because they wouldn't be good TV. And just comment down below. We'd love to hear from y'all. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right, last comment.
Last comment.
Another great video, Jack and Sam. Keep it up.
Brian Swigger.
Yes.
Good man.